Dear Michael Josh, I'm in the market for a new Windows laptop. Any recommendations? Love, Susie. Well, Susie, perfect timing because I have just partnered with ASUS to talk about their lineup of 2022 laptops. Hi, I'm Michael Josh, your gadget matchmaker, and over the last decade, I've made it my job to show people around the world that tech can be easy, fun, and exciting. On this channel, I give you special access to the products I review, the events I attend, and all the exciting people I get to meet along the way. And most importantly, I help you find the right gadget to match your needs. And while you didn't talk about your lifestyle or your needs, I've handpicked 2 laptops for you to choose from. In this video, we'll talk about 2 different types of laptops for 2 very different users. One whose priority is portability, and the other, performance. This is our ASUS Zenbook Buyer's Guide 2022 edition. If you're like me and are always on the go, either traveling or working out of a cafe, a stylish, thin, and light laptop is always a great choice. Just like the ZenBook S13 OLED. This laptop is designed to be super lightweight, made of a magnesium and aluminum alloy. It comes in at just under a kilo. It's super slim too. At its thinnest point, it measures 14.9 millimeters. As someone who values portability, I love how I can just throw this laptop into a tote and take it with me on the go. Its bundled charger is equally portable. See here, it's so small, it might even fit in your jeans pocket. Oh, and speaking of throwing it into a tote, it comes with this really cool faux leather sleeve to help keep it protected. The front cover has a matte finish too, and a special antibacterial coating. ASUS guarantees up to 99% bacterial inhibition for up to 3 years. So apropos for 2022. My review device comes in a shade called Ponder Blue, but it comes in other colors: Aqua Celadon, Vestige Beige, and Refined White. The only bit of gloss can be found on the ASUS monogram, right here, and on the ErgoLift hinge, which is a lovely touch, because when you open up the laptop, that bit of gloss shines through as well. The hinge, by the way, will open up to 180 degrees, while supposedly it's so that you can reach over to your colleague and say, hey, what do you think? Giving that hinge more flexibility also has a lot to do with durability. It also means that you can push it back to whatever angle suits your work. Design-wise, the ZenBook S13 OLED isn't flashy, it's sleek and understated, and incredibly lightweight and portable. But don't let its slim and light form factor fool you. It's pretty powerful too. It's powered by the latest AMD Ryzen 6000 series processor, up to the top-of-the-line Ryzen 6800U CPU with AMD Radeon graphics, and a MediaTek Wi-Fi 6E modem. You can configure it with up to a terabyte of storage and up to 16 gigabytes of RAM. That combination of specs means a good balance between raw performance power and efficient battery consumption. If you want a full rundown of benchmarking tests, I'll put a link to my friend Tom the Tech Chap's video below. But the long and short of it is that this machine is powerful enough to handle the demands of everyday work tasks, and then some. Now let's talk about this display for a minute. I'm not sure if this video does it justice because it's gorgeous. It's got a 2.8K resolution and a touchscreen OLED panel with a 60Hz refresh rate. Let's break that down for a second. I know some of you might be saying, well, isn't a 4K display better? But considering how small the display actually is, that's still a lot of pixels. Touchscreen means you can switch between using your cursor and just tap on links or buttons. It also supports ASUS Pen 2.0, an optional purchase, but with it you can sketch, take notes, or sign documents. And lastly, that OLED panel means you're guaranteed rich, vibrant colors and deep blacks, which comes in super handy when you're photo or video editing, or just sitting back and watching a movie. Oh, and with Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, you get both a cinematic visual experience and multi-dimensional audio. But regardless of what you choose to do with the laptop, it's guaranteed to last a long time. About 9 to 11 hours with average use. I picked the ZenBook S13 OLED to start with because I've been reviewing ASUS ZenBooks for many years now, and it's pretty incredible how far they've come. If you're in the market for a thin and light stylish laptop, I highly recommend the ASUS ZenBook S13 OLED. while this guy is definitely for the low-key type, this next machine is definitely more on the cooler side. I mean, take a look at it. This is not your typical machine. A keyboard that raises at an angle like this, a built-in dial, and if we turn off the lights, a glow-in-the-dark logo, and an RGB keyboard. This is the new ZenBook Pro 16X OLED. Notice the Pro in the name, and you'll understand what kind of user this laptop is designed for. Creative professionals who need the utmost in power and performance. This over here is the ASUS style, and it's not something you'll often see on laptops, because basically it's a customizable rotary controller that gives you instant and more precise controls. Think of it as a more intuitive way to make adjustments. Kind of like how stereos have dials so that you can adjust volume. You can just slide your fingers around the circumference of the dial, and trust me, that's easier than jamming your finger on the keyboard multiple times. When I'm working on Photoshop, for example, I can use it to zoom in on my canvas instead of having to hit Ctrl+ multiple times. It works with most apps on the Adobe Creative Suite, and it's customizable too. Just dive into the Creator Hub to assign new shortcuts. Now let's talk about the ZenBook Pro 16X OLED's other unique feature. The fact that its keyboard is raised at an angle. It's all about ergonomics. When your keyboard is at an angle, your hands can rest naturally, thus reducing strain over time or complications like carpal tunnel syndrome. This little bit of engineering is called the AAS Ultra mechanism, and apart from being kind to your hands, it also creates a gap for air to flow, so your ZenBook Pro 16X OLED stays cool all the time. Because this is a pro machine designed to be pushed to its limits all the time, thermal management is very important. So built in is the ASUS IceCool Pro thermal technology, which allows the machine to use up to 140 watts of power. You can configure it up to an Intel 12th generation Core i9 processor, studio-grade graphics courtesy of NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 GPU, and up to 32 gigabytes of memory and 2 terabytes of storage. If you peruse the spec sheet, you'll find that everything about this laptop is high-end, including the aerospace-grade aluminum used for its body, or even the way the keyboard is designed. Notice they're not flat, but dish-shaped, so they match the shape of your fingertips. This keyboard is nice and tactile. The trackpad is very tactile too, with pressure sensors underneath the glass surface. So no matter where you press, you get precise haptic feedback. Another top spec feature is its Nano Edge display, and it's designed for folks like video editors. This display is large, and it's got one of the best ones in the biz. 16 inches, 4K HDR, OLED, touchscreen, 16:10 aspect ratio, 550 nits of peak brightness, Dolby Vision certified, Pantone validated. It ticks all the boxes for creative professionals. And you can easily switch between sRGB, Adobe RGB, and 100% DCI P3 with the flick of a button. And like the ZenBook S13 OLED, it also supports the ASUS Pen 2.0. Speaking of the display, it's the perfect time to talk about Glide X, a screen mirroring subscription service from ASUS. Screen Extend turns your tablet into a secondary display, giving you more real estate when multitasking. So, say I'm working on a presentation for a meeting. I can have PowerPoint open on the ZenBook Pro 16X OLED and Chrome on my iPad for research. Screen Mirror, on the other hand, can project my phone screen on the ZenBook Pro 16X OLED. So, for example, I'm playing Asphalt 9 on my new Z Fold 4, I can see the action happen on an even bigger screen. Glide X is available for download on both the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store, as well as the Windows App Store. Subscription plans vary depending on your needs, and if you're a My ASUS member, you get an exclusive discount. Just register your laptop warranty and get a year of Glide X Pro for free. Notice up here on the top bezel are a suite of cameras and sensors. It's got a full HD infrared camera that double duties as a webcam and a biometric device for logging onto your device. There's also still the fingerprint scanner built into the keyboard. Video call quality is optimized with software magic, as well as is mic quality with AI-based noise canceling. It's also got excellent speakers built in, 6 in total. 2 tweeters, and 4 woofers, tuned by the folks at Harman Kardon with support for Dolby Atmos, and a built-in smart amp for 3.5x louder sound versus your average laptop. One of the usual compromises when it comes to portable laptops is port selection. But because this is a bigger machine, you get a good assortment of them, assuring you of a dongle-free life. They include 2 USB-C Thunderbolt 4 ports, 1 USB-A port, a full-sized HDMI 2.1 port, and an audio jack and a full-sized SD card slot. I chose the ZenBook Pro 16X OLED because its suite of features is unrivaled. I highly recommend it also. And those were 2 of my favorite laptops in the ASUS Zenbook lineup for 2022. To recap, the ZenBook S13 OLED is for the everyday user who wants to do more, while the ZenBook Pro 16X OLED is for the creative professional who needs it all. Which device is your gadget match? Sound off in the comments section below. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel and hit that bell icon while you're at it to keep you notified as soon as we publish new videos. Follow me on social media for all the behind the scenes fun stuff. And as always, make GadgetMatch.com your daily habit. Until the next video, I'm MICHAELJOSH. Thanks for dropping by.